Hello everybody, welcome back. So today's video is books perfect for autumn. I feel like we've officially hit autumn. The air is so crisp, there's conkers around, and I just thought I'm gonna try and find some autumnal looking books, and I think I've done just that. I decided to actually judge a book by its cover. I was determined to find books that were either autumnal, orange, browns, reds with leaves, or even had the word autumn in them. These were the three books that stood out to me, so I'm hoping these are going to be perfect autumnal books. We shall see. So I have 1, 2, 3 books. The first book that I picked up is this hardback. By Cosy, and it's the Book of Fire. The Book of Fire Now, I have actually read The Beekeeper of Aleppo many years ago, so I know they're a good author. And I don't know, I guess this book, because it's fire, it does look a bit autumnal with the leaves. So I'm hoping it's going to be a good read. I will read you the blurb. So, The Book of Fire by Cosy. Once upon a time there was a beautiful village that held 1,000,000 stories of love and loss and peace and war, and it was swallowed up by a fire that blazed up to the sky. The fire ran all the way down to the sea, where it met with its reflection. A family from 2 nations, England and Greece, live a simple life in a tiny Greek village. Irene, Tasso, and their daughter, sweet Chara, whose name means joy. Their life goes up in flames in a single day when one man starts a fire out of greed and indifference. Many are killed, homes are destroyed, and the region's natural beauty wiped out. In the wake of the fire, Chara bears deep scars across her back and arms. Tasso is frozen in trauma, devastated that he wasn't there when his family most needed him. and Irene is crippled by guilt at her part in the fate of the man who started the fire. But this family has survived, and slowly green shoots of hope and renewal will grow from the smouldering ruins of devastation. Once again, Christy Leftery has crafted a novel which is intimate and epic, sweeping and delicate. The Book of Fire explores not only the damage wrought by human folly and the cost of survival in our changing world, but also and ultimately our powers of redemption and renewal. So I actually think this is going to be a really good read. I was just drawn to it, and when I was thinking of I want autumnal, I want books that are red, orange, I'm going to go for books based on the cover. I think this really worked with this one. I mean, of course I haven't read it yet, but I really like the story behind it. I feel like there's something with one of the family members and the person who started the fire. I feel like there's going to be some sort of connection. But yeah, I'm definitely intrigued to read this. The Book of Fire. This book was actually published in 2023. I'm going to read the first page only, okay? So this is really judging a book. This morning, I met the man who started the fire. He did something terrible, but then so did I. I left him, and now he may be dead. I can see him clearly, exactly as he was this morning, sitting beneath the ancient tree, his eyes blue as a summer sky. The man I left to die was never the type to come to the Cafe Neon for a Greek coffee and bugatsa. He kept himself to himself, so I'd only ever greet him in passing, usually as he walked from his massive villa down to the sea, and I went up to the top of the mountain with Rosalie, our greyhound. Even then, he hardly made any effort. He smiled with distracted eyes and didn't bother to say a word. He was a property developer who had moved here from the city. None of us in the village liked him that much, even before the fire. And we have been justified, really. Okay, interesting. I wonder if he did it being a property developer for like insurance or something. I don't know, but I'm quite intrigued about this one. This seems good. I'm looking forward to giving this one a read. Yeah, it seems really good. Yeah, I'm glad I picked this one. Let's hope it's as good as it appears to be. Next up is a very orange book, which looks very autumnal. I don't know if it will actually be anything to do with autumn, but it's fitting. This is When the Apricots Bloom by Gina Wilkinson. Under the rule of a dictator, 3 women must choose what they will sacrifice. Ooh, interesting. Okay, I'm gonna give this one a read. I'm not sure what I'm getting from it. Other than apricots on a tree. When the apricots bloom, under the rule of a dictator, 3 women must choose what they will sacrifice. So I wonder if when the apricots bloom, the women must choose in order to get something, I don't know, come true or something? I'm intrigued. I might be completely wrong, but... Iraq, 2001. 3 women must each confront how far they will go to protect their families. At night, in Huda's fragrant garden of apricot trees, a breeze sweeps in from the desert, warning of visitors at her gate. A secretary at the Australian embassy, Huda, has been ordered by the Mukhabarat to befriend and spy upon Ali Wilson, the deputy ambassador's wife. Little does she know, Ali has dangerous secrets of her own. Meanwhile, Huda's old friend, Rainier, a Sheikah's daughter, born into privilege, is battling to keep her daughter safe. As the women's paths cross, the past spills into the present, facing betrayal at every turn. All 3 must trust in their fragile friendship, even as they discover how much each is willing to sacrifice for those they love. Ooh, okay. This seems interesting, actually. I don't think I've kind of read anything like this. Yeah, I'm intrigued. I don't really have any sort of thoughts about it. It seems quite good though. I am intrigued, which is good. I feel like it's a bit like, I don't know, is this some kind of mystery? But almost not, with the spy and discovering secrets and... yeah, I don't know. Let's read the first page and see what we can get. So this was actually published in 2020. Basra Province, 1978. Huda fished the knife from the pocket of her long apricot dress. Rainier eyed the jambier's sharp tip and buffalo horn handle and grinned in approval. That's perfect for our oath. Rainier's amber eyes dilated with a jittery mix of fear and anticipation. It's even better than the knife in the American movie. Last week, I saw a real American, a woman, said the younger girl proudly. She was on the Corniche, eating ice cream and watching the boats. I've seen plenty of foreign women in Baghdad, said her 14-year-old companion, not to be outdone. Teachers and nurses mostly. They like to picnic by the Tigris. Do you think they've ever sworn an oath like this? Huda stared up at Rainier. She'd grown taller and slimmer in the 3 months she'd been away at the prestigious Baghdad Ladies' High School. Huda felt Dowdy beside her, even in her favourite dress. What should we say? She asked. Rainier eyed the double-bladed knife in Huda's hand. The ivy handle was stained from years of use. She took a deep breath straightened her shoulders. Today we vow to be blood sisters, she intoned, closer than sisters from the same womb. Impressed, Huda nodded and repeated the pledge. The two girls added a promise of loyalty and to come to one another's aid whenever called. Don't forget about the secrets, said Huda. We mustn't keep secrets from each other. Ooh. So this might be a bit similar to, like, Blood Brothers, I think it is, as a play. I'm not sure, I might be completely wrong. I remember growing up to a play in theatre that was like Blood Brothers, and they would like do that with cut their hand, and then they'd say, oh, we're Blood Brothers now. I don't know if it's the same similar vibe. I know they've got the oath in here, but I'm not gonna lie, I wanted to keep reading. I did read longer than a page, but I had to stop myself. This one actually intrigues me. Some of the words I don't know how to pronounce, but I tried. I don't know. I still don't know what to think. I don't hate it, I don't love it. I feel like I want to know more. That's a good thing. Yeah, I'm intrigued. That's all I can say. And finally, the third book that I picked up, again, mainly on the colour. I am judging these books purely based on colour. I did try to find some that was like the autumn, bookshop or something, but I couldn't find any. Not in my local library anyway. I've been trying to use the library a lot more. So yeah. This is the next book, and the final book. This is called Other Women. There are 3 sides to every story. This is by Kathy Kelly. Other Women. I like the little bees. It's cute. It's a really cute cover. Other Women. Okay, I'll read you the back. 3 women, 3 secrets, 3 tangled lives. Sid wears her independence like armor, so when she strikes up a rare connection with unlucky in love Finn, they are both determined to prove that men and women can just be friends. Can't they? Marion has the perfect home, attentive husband, 2 beloved children, and a secret addiction to designer clothes. She knows she has it all, so why can't she stop comparing herself to other women? B believes that we all have one love story, and she's had hers. Now her life centers around her son and support group of fierce single mums, the women she says everything with. Well, apart from the one secret, she can't tell anyone. So we've got another secrets. I feel like most stories are secrets. It's just what I like to read. I guess I picked well. I always, when I go to the library, I go to books that draw to me. And that's exactly what these 3 did. They just, something about them just caught my attention. And I thought, you know what? I'm just going to pick them. And then I'll read the blurbs when I get home. I had a little glance, but I thought I'll read more into it when I get home. I just wanted to pick a book that just I was drawn to. Let's read this first page then, because it says on the back, gripping from the first page, a real feel-good read from Heat. Let's see if that statement is true. This was published in 2021. Oh, Okay, there's a prologue. I don't know if that's the first page it's referring to. Although part 1 does say autumn leaves falling, so it is an autumn book, which is lovely. Let's read the first page of the prologue. I feel like that's the first page. I parked the car on a grass verge at the hospital, ignoring all the signs warning me that it will be clamped. I don't care about clamping. I have to get into the emergency department. What does a car matter? I half ran because the heaviness in my chest since I got the phone call from the hospital won't allow me to run properly. Or breathe. I need deep, calming breaths. Screw deep, calming breaths. I need to be with him. Now. Sooner. I can keep him alive. No doctor can do it. He needs me holding his hand, wheeling him back to life. I don't have time for the information desk. I know this hospital. See the double doors leading into the actual A&E itself. See a man pushing out of them, and I race, grabbing one swing door just before it shuts, and I'm in, scanning, peering in past half-drawn cubicle curtains, a man throwing up vile black stuff, 2 cops standing outside another cubicle, a woman on a heart monitor, and then there he is. I see his hand lying limply, a hand that's caressed me so many times. I stand at the edge of the already full cubicle, about to speak, when a doctor hangs her stethoscope around her neck and says, "I'll talk to the wife." I'm going to read the next page. She's gone instantly and I follow her, and her approach another woman. The doctor puts a comforting hand on the woman's forearm. "I'm the wife," I say, my voice frantic, and then as the doctor spins around, I see the other woman, recognize her, see the horror on her face. "I'm his wife," I say, "not her." Ooh. That was good. Wow. I need to read this. This might be the first one that I read. I don't know why, but I work in a hospital and I was just imagining her running in, picturing the A&E, picturing people, picturing the cubicles, picturing this, picturing that, and I was really kind of immersed within it. Oh, I don't know, I want to find out who this other woman is. Exactly this. This is what I want to figure out. This statement was true. Wow, okay. So yeah, these are 3 books. I think I did well. I think judging a book based on its cover works. I mean, I haven't read them yet, admittedly. But just based on first impressions, I kind of like them all. So let's recap what we've got. So the first book is this one. This is the book of Fire by Christy Leftery. The second book is this one. Which is When the Apricots Bloom by Gina Wilkinson. And the third book, which I don't know about you, but I already want to start reading, is Other Women by Kathy Kelly. So these are the books that going to be reading this autumn. These are my autumn book choices. They're very autumny, and I wanted to pick books based on the cover, based on what drew me to them, and what I thought would be good autumn books. Hopefully they live up to that expectation. But yeah, this is what I'm going to be reading. If you've read any of these books, please do let me know in the comments what you thought of them, or if you have any really good autumn book recommendations, please leave them down below. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and let me know which book you're reading this autumn. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.